Forget and tea.
Hi and welcome to
Forget and
and
tea.
We need to do that one more time.
Is
No,
it forgets or faggots?
It's
So it's forgets.
We are friends.
forgets. That's right. We're gonna do that one more time. Hi and welcome to
Forget and tea.
Oh, I forgot we have a camera.
My name is Bhas, and right next to me is my fiance, Ong Kai Chun.
Okay, sure.
Samuel Ong. On my right, I've got Kieran, and right at the corner we've got Lokies. And this is our very first podcast. One of the reasons why I decided to do this podcast is because we wanted to share with the people about what we are, what we do, and that's one of the main topic about today is that we are all not having sex with each other. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Rephrase that.
Who
It's very
even
cringe-worthy.
asked?
a lot of people
No one
think
cares.
so. A lot of people think that. But anyway,
A lot of people think you can't be a gay. No. A lot of people think you can't be a group of gay,
Gay
friends
friends.
without having sex with one
That's
another.
right. And thank you, Lokies, for that. And that is the title of today's episode, and we call it Chosen Family. And that's what we are doing. That's what we're talking about
Not
today.
each other.
Oh,
Alright.
is that why you posted the story of us?
The chosen
the
family
chosen
post?
family?
No,
Like last
you guys
night.
have always been my chosen family.
It was not for this episode.
That's cute.
And I just want to set the record straight. Today is the 1st of January, and Happy New Year. Sing and Kuai Le. That's me.
GXGX.
Oh,
In another 20 days' time, if you all realize.
Start
Chinese New
buying
Year.
your Yisheng.
Yep, alright. So, yes. So, let's talk about chosen family and why we are each other's chosen family. And let me start off first by saying that the amount of years that I've actually known everyone. So, I've known Lokies the longest, and we've known each other for, in fact, this year is going to be 16 years. 16 years, I know. 16 years. And we met from a very ancient platform, which, if you are a Gen Z, you might not know, called Friendster.com.
Check it out.
Yes, and it was.
What's that?
Google it, please.
Wait, that is actually the same as the MySpace
Yes.
era, right?
That's
Okay.
correct. And at that point in time, being the oldest on this table, yes, I came from that era. Dating was very different back then, with less mobile phone stuff. In fact, no mobile phone stuff. And that's where I met Loki. So it was this very loud queer character that I saw, and I said, "Hey, you look wonderful. We should be friends."
You want to tell them the real story?
Oh no.
What is the real story? Do we know the real story?
Ew.
It
It was
I said, hey,
filled with-
I said, hey, you look amazing. We should be friends. Let's hang out.
What is the real
Yeah,
story?
what is the
Loki?
real-
Not
Tell
the real
us.
Yeah.
story.
What did
What?
Bas say?
Is it illegal? Are we allowed to share?
No, but then again, you see, if you were to talk about that, then people will really think that I am.
A pedophile.
Which is true. So let's just continue this line of thought.
Right. Let's
Loki,
not-
tell us the real story. What did Bas say when he was
Let's not
when he
self-incriminate.
saw you?
He might be put to jail.
You just
No, nothing was done. Let's face
yeah,
it.
thank God. Yeah, he just messaged me and said, "Oh wow, your lips reminds me of someone," and I was like,
Ew.
"Who?" And he was like, "Angelina Jolie."
Okay, can you do that pout that you had before?
What? You posted such
do
a
you
photo?
do you actually have like proof of this?
No,
first
not-
text?
not anymore.
Damn it,
Thank
like,
God.
Screenshot.
Thank God.
What? The internet wasn't
Back in those
forever.
days, there was nothing called
Yeah.
screenshot shooting.
No, there was no screenshots.
No
No,
receipts.
There's no receipts, and,
Oh
and
my
thankfully,
God.
Friendster has
Died.
It has ended their realm, so it's completely gone. I was a predator.
Still
You
am.
was? Okay.
Yes, and there was a motif behind me texting Lokies, but what
be
happened was a
friends.
beautiful friendship that lasted for 16 years without any
No sex.
sexual at all.
Didn't want it anyway in the first place.
I guess that's why it works.
Yeah, but so that's 16 years between me and Lokies, and then I met the love of my life.
Oh.
Can we say all this because you're particular? Oh, can't say that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we met Lokies at Burger King.
No, wait. Yeah, so I met him on Jacked. and that's where we decided to start it. So this is an actual love story that bloomed from the mobile app. Yes. So we met on the app, went out on dates, and then we decided to be together. And 10 years. 10 years. Yes. And today is our first anniversary of us being engaged.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Being engaged doesn't mean anything until you get married, so whatever.
How dare you? That's so rude. They are fiancés now. We need to celebrate this.
Still makes me laugh.
Which is funny because like exactly 1 year ago,
wow,
like,
yeah.
we proposed in this very house.
Exactly.
And Sam forgot about it last night.
I just needed to refresh my
You were like, what did you do last year? And I'm like, I proposed to you.
Oh, okay.
Obviously. But it's okay, it's forgettable anyway.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I
so
remember
sure.
it.
Thank you, baby. I love you.
Wait. Before we move on to me, like, did you have to, because you met Lokies first, right? So did you have to introduce Sam to Lokies
yes.
and get his
Yes.
like, stamp?
What?
Really?
Yes, that happened
Pretty much,
vividly.
yeah.
Vividly.
And you were talking about that?
Yeah. I remember we were at Burger King
This is not a sponsored ad.
at Ion. It's not sponsored because that Burger King has closed
Oh
down
my goodness,
since.
uh-huh.
So there's no history of that place now. Yeah, but we went there, we met, and then I don't know what checks were you doing on me.
I don't remember. I just
It's like, but you gave your stamp of approval.
I was just like, this
end of the day.
because I mean like when I was like and when we were like sorry not when we were but when I was much younger before Sam came into the picture, I've met different guys that Bhas was kind of singing ish or like he would talk about ish, and then the vibe was just like never the vibe never kind of like clicked, even like just from hearing from what he would talk about experiences wise. I was like I don't know.
If you're watching this,
Huh?
okay, never mind.
But was there like a checklist that you
I
had?
don't remember. I was like so young back then. Like I mean, like even for
Yeah.
myself, when I think about being in a relationship, things was like in terms of like expectations. My expectations could have been very different back then. Maybe if like Sam came into the picture now, I'll be a lot more stringent. I'll be like,
Apparently, like I got away from like being a Mando pop fan, like in Jolene's side.
I never knew that.
So
I
if
never knew
if you knew of that, I would not be approved.
But you're progressing now to K-pop.
Yes.
I'm not sure which it was, K-pop or
Excuse
Mando
me,
pop.
you want to speak?
Yeah. Yes. The stamp of approval was given, and it was not Lokies Khan who gave me the approval. It was Cookie Khan who gave me the approval, and it was like, oh my god, it's cute.
Are you sure that was Cookie Khan? I thought
But
he
can I
died.
just say that the stamp of approval was given by a 20-year-old boy?
Which
How
I did
does
not
that-
need.
How does that make y'all feel?
I did not even need it.
let's
You
just
are
say that-
welcome. First of all,
Let's just say that the friendship has solidified to a point where we actually trust each other, and in terms of the life partners we choose.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So we've been there for each other, and obviously it's like that, hey, I want you to meet this person that I think is gonna spend the rest of my life with. I think.
Huh? The time don't know what.
Of course not. Yeah, I want you to meet this guy. And he met, and he said yes. Oh, he said that yes.
Oh,
my
really?
God.
Did he say that?
Yeah. I was like, oh my God,
I
it's
did not
cute.
recall.
Okay.
Because it was a different
Cookie
guy.
Khan.
It was
It's
Cookie
Cookie
Khan,
Khan.
who
It's
was
Cookie Khan.
killed and destroyed.
R.I.P.
and wrecked.
We will talk about
R.I.P.
Cookie Khan in a bit, but let's come over to Kieran Cheang.
Cheang, that's so rude.
When did you
That's
appear?
racist.
When was your era?
So I met Lokies from.
What was the
Ooh.
motif
Ooh.
behind that?
There was no motif.
Okay.
I was
Why?
making my film, and I was
You
recommended.
made a film?
Yes.
Oh.
Wow.
Many moons ago, I was a filmmaker.
Okay.
And why did you find him? Because he was
No, so
free?
I knew. Don't say that. I knew about Lokies because I was recommended by Sean, who was running Dear Straight People. And
Wow.
I think Lokies was on the article.
I did an article about being
Like
openly
10,
gay,
10 gays
Oh.
to be gay. Oh, 10 reasons to be gay.
No,
it was a
like-
coming out story.
Yeah, no coming out
It was
story.
not
yeah.
30 under 30 gays.
Okay, so it was a coming out story featuring Lokies Khan, who was then like an attractive gym
Ooh,
goer,
in
which
underwear.
I guess
But
many
that was
boys
already
love.
not Cookie Khan.
So I was like, honestly, when I first saw your profile, I was like, oh my gosh, do I really want a basic looking gay men to appear in my film because I had a lot of like
We didn't talk about
Questions
I,
about
I really
before.
I really wanted a more accurate and like real representation
Of yourself.
like gay men in Singapore. Not like a gay guy who goes to the gym, who is perceived as like basic. But then when I saw his photo, I was like, oh my gosh, maybe not, but maybe I could use his following
Oh my god, yes.
to like generate some hype, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so-
Very practical.
And then after I met him, like this guy can act. Was really
Wait, you did a casting for him? Like,
yeah, of course. Of
Oh.
course, there
I
was a
remember.
casting.
Casting?
It
not
was
just like strip
It was
and then
like,
like.
it was like a meetup, and I felt like the vibes were right. And
Also there was no casting, but you just chat.
Yes. And then we became like fast friends. I think we became really, really quick friends.
Yeah.
And at a party, he introduced me to y'all.
Yeah, I just knew like Kieran would have been a ball to like
Wow.
Yeah,
my friends, like,
so shocking.
Yeah. Which I love y'all more now.
Oh.
After meeting y'all, I'm like, oh my gosh, these two guys are much better friends than Lokies.
Oh yeah, that happened. But that night you were like just sleeping at the sidewalk.
I did not remember this.
We remember that.
I remember that,
yes.
and I was like, okay.
So this was outside Avalon, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's right.
I was
Which-
probably like 19 or 21.
you were not 19.
Yeah, just like how you said, allowing Lokies to sort of approve Sam when he was a 20-year-old. You created a film at 19 years old.
I think I was
was
21.
not 19.
21.
He was not
Yeah, yeah,
19.
yeah.
Okay, great.
Stop lying about your age.
21. I am 21 now. I feel 21.
Okay, 30 soon.
Check your IC.
Yes. So yes. And what happened to the whole filmmaking thing now that life happened? Or
What do you mean? I am still making films in my mind.
In your mind.
I just
I
need
knew
time
it.
to write. Like yeah.
Speaking of
It's a
which,
process.
he had a film done and he casted me because he felt like my vibe will be great for the character. But that show did not come in the day of light at all.
It has been completely removed.
Even I did not watch the film at all.
You have watched the film.
I
I,
might
have
have
sent you the
yeah.
film.
How come we never save her?
No, I didn't do that. But anyway, but then again, who needs Kieran Cheang when I have just straight people,
That's your drag name.
who casted
Wow,
me for the
shout out,
film.
shout
That's
Thank
right.
God
Thank you.
Thank God I'm wearing shades so you can't see my reaction. But I love Home
Wear a
Park.
mask. Wear a mask.
We do.
I support Home Park.
Thank you. Yes.
Why are you wearing shades in the first place? Do you want to explain?
I'm tired.
Of what? Life? You just say you're 21.
I'm tired of life. I'm tired of you.
So negative. Get out.
I'm in love with these shades because like
It's gentle monster.
this was like the first pair of shades that I spent a bomb on. So I have to milk like the presents and every ounce of like
all
attention
photo
that you
taking
can
sessions.
Get, okay?
So speaking of Hompa, so what are the message of Hompa was about chosen family. In fact, that's one of the biggest takeaway from the film. If you have not watched it, please watch Hompa. I'll just add the link in the description below. But otherwise, yes. And speaking of chosen family, it brought out that message very strongly, and I was very proud to be a part of the show. And that's one of the topics that we're talking about today. I just want to go around the table and ask, like, what's your take of a chosen family? Because I want the viewers to understand why we are each other's chosen family or a support system in that sense. So let's start with you. Your take on a chosen family.
I mean, like, it's called chosen family, but I did not feel like we were intentionally making it. We did not like set like saying that, oh, let's meet every week or like let's do all these things together. It just like naturally fell into place. I think it started with us like just liking each other's vibe and like wanting to hang out more. And then we started finding common activities. I think we work out together. That was one big thing. And then we would start to want to like, oh, let's catch movies together. So it's pretty organic.
Yep.
Yeah, and then like you just spend more time together and you talk a lot more and just another big part is also we started like talking about our lives and giving each other's advice. Yeah, so I think that's how we actually got much closer because everyone was vulnerable to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've known each other for very long. and we have seen each other cry. We have seen each other in the most vulnerable state that we might have been. And we have been each other's pillar of strength, to be honest. And we've been very, very supportive of everyone's venture. We all have our low moments, we have our high moments. We celebrate that, and we are there for each other when someone needs us. And I'm very thankful for you guys. Thankful for you guys.
We don't specifically plan to do stuff. I think we somehow in our brains would think about wanting to do these things with like each other, right? Like when it comes to just a regular dinner after the gym, or when we are like
casual.
we're like watching a film, or like when a new film comes out, like the first thing that we would think about is, hey, let's like catch this together. And for a long time, I felt like that has been something that we all cherished. It became like a thing, and it even made me like I would have to watch these films multiple times
Wow.
because
That's your issue.
because I would have like
many
different
friends.
groups of people that I want to watch these films with, and y'all are like one of them, like one special group that I would actually get so much joy just from this viewing experience with y'all. So
So
Who are the other groups?
I am not revealing that, but let's just say that I have watched Doctor Strange 4 times.
What?
With 4 different groups.
So
With
many
4
friends,
different groups
4 times
of
3
people.
friends.
And for each group, I always have to say, oh, it's my first time watching it.
Oh, nobody even believes you.
Now we know. If he asks you out for a movie, it's not the first time
Yes.
watching. Okay, great.
Okay, but another like my other take about chosen family is really from like RuPaul.
Huh? Okay.
Because like we get this like
Host or
what's
RuPaul?
what's that word? We get okay, we have the autonomy to like choose the people that we want to curate, whom we allow to be in our lives.
Okay.
And somehow, and it's never like one-sided.
Right.
It's always bounced off with like different people, and the fact that we have each other in our plans, and we have like each other in our minds always.
Yeah.
Like that is a very, very special thing to me, and I can never see like this group just breaking. You know, like we will be there for each other, whatever happens. And that to me is the idea of like chosen family. Like we are just always there.
Love it. Yeah. Great. Lokies,
Yeah.
what about you?
Well, for me, it's actually, I think, more literal because like I grew up in a very dysfunctional family and like not close to like my parents, not close to anybody. So like when the idea of like when it coming down to the idea of like what a family is, like I never fully understood that concept. So you know, when eventually like on top of everything that Sam and Kieran has already talked about, I think on top of that it's just the idea that growing organically, everything falling into place nicely in a way, and just being able to just connect with one another, and then eventually just kind of realizing like, you know, these are the people that is gonna stay in my life for a very long time. I mean, we've got like matching tattoos.
Oh my god! Sometimes we want to scratch these off.
Yeah, I
Yes,
mean like,
yes.
and that too, right?
I check out laser clinics.
Yeah, so like,
Just kidding.
so, yeah. So for me, like to me, like it was that realization that I think.
Sorry.
What?
Can we also then talk about how we got these tattoos?
Oh,
like
yes.
our
Yes.
experience and how someone threw a massive
Okay.
tantrum. But yeah, go on with your
That's
chosen.
But yeah,
family.
it's just that realization that I felt like I guess this is what being in a family is, and
Yeah.
I don't think I was wrong because you know it does feel like a family system event to you know as
Yeah.
the relationship grew and yeah.
Yeah. So to set that record straight, we are not screwing each other. When we travel, we
sleep in separate rooms.
We sleep in separate, except for Sam and I. Obviously,
We lock the doors.
And that's another danger. We lock the doors because somebody will sneak out.
We lock
we
the
have
doors
to get
on
to
our own.
that at some point when someone will sneak out and like come back.
Okay.
And then pretend
Another
yeah,
topic.
Yeah, but yes. So we don't do that. We don't see each other. We're not that kind of friends.
Yeah.
We're more than that. And yeah, so like the misconception is what I'm trying to break here, because funny story was when we were in Bali once, and Kieran saw one of his friends, and he immediately asked if we were having an orgy in the villa. And then we were like, yeah, and we're not that kind of friends. So that's that. Yeah. And
Can I just like bring up another thing? Like, I think Loki's just now mentioned like we have different roles in a group, and I think that is actually a main reason why we all sort of complement, and we actually really form like a functional family unit, because everyone has certain characters, right?
Yeah.
And it just fits in together.
So,
right.
what are these traits? Can you please share?
Well,
Like, what roles do you think you're playing?
excuse me.
I'm the dominant one,
A dom top.
which I am. Okay, but why don't you?
I guess I'm like the careful, naggy one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
Being honest.
an auntie.
Shut up. Then what are you? What are
She's
you?
the
two?
chaotic sister.
Oh.
And I'm the original kid.
Chaotic.
I'm the original kid. She's the adopted one.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, that explains all the work we have to go through.
Yeah, I'm just a clown. But yes, and we complement each other that way. Yes. Yeah. Let's talk about the tattoo topic, and then we'll end the podcast.
Let's talk about how we even got this idea.
Yeah, why?
Okay. I got my first tattoo like a few years ago, and you had your first tattoo a few years ago. And did you get the flower tattoo like before our friendship one?
Yeah.
Just before.
So and then we were planning on a trip to Bali, right? And that was the second time that we were going to Bali. And I guess we wanted like a symbolic event, or like just something that we can do together as like a group to, in a way, mark our friendship in stones, whatever that means.
It was actually just your idea. But anyway.
Yes. Was it my idea? Oh my
Yes.
gosh, I guess it was like one day I was like, oh my god, let's
It's
get a tattoo.
all from
yes.
you.
I am a basic white girl.
Yes.
She is.
But y'all got on board, and we actually started like being serious about thinking about what kind of tattoos we want, and we threw out themes like constellations.
We had sea mammals.
I
Sea
love-
mammals.
That was
Sea
so
ma-
I
bad.
thought
It was
sea
sea
mammals were
creatures.
so good.
I was gonna have a whale or
the
a
best.
or a sea lion on my I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god. I was thinking penguin or what.
Yeah.
Go on. Yes.
Yeah, what were the themes?
There were several themes. There were like constellation.
There were birds.
Birds, yes.
Animals.
Planets.
Planets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wanted
yes.
planets.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Yeah,
good.
but I guess we really landed on constellation because Loki is very into astrology. Another basic bitch, right? I mean, his life would change whenever he sees 22, or like,
Or whenever
he
the
would
stars are
whip out-
like colliding.
yeah, he whips out his phone when he sees a random 22 like on the road. If there's a car that passes by and it's 22, he'll be like, my god, it's 22, like we're gonna feel something different, blah blah blah.
That's
We
not
will
me.
definitely
Like-
talk about that in another
That's not me.
episode
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Too much.
The relations that he has with that number.
Yes.
That's another topic. But yes.
But
and
so,
we decided
but
to-
then we thought that like constellation would be a good theme to get our tags.
Yeah.
And we actually only figured out like what kind of design we want like
Googled.
on the third day.
We
And
Googled.
so here's the funny story, right? I googled a
Oh my
random
God.
image. I just typed in constellation tattoos.
It was a stock image.
And I sent the first screenshot on the search bar, and I sent it to like the group, and everyone just said, "Oh yeah, it's fine, like this was great." So when we got down to the
Oh my god,
tattoo parlor,
we were panicking.
we were panicking because then we realized that there could be different variations of how different constellations were designed.
Yeah.
And I was,
Yes.
and then I panicked because
so scared.
they asked me like,
Are
is
you
this
sure this
legit?
is-
Like, is
is this-
real? And then I
Yeah.
looked at my phone. It just says Pinterest.
Yeah, and there were like stock image, stock watermarks.
So then-
and We were like thinking, shit, we need to call NASA to check with them.
So that's what I did. I didn't call NASA.
You searched for
I
their
searched
picture.
on NASA's website and I made sure that like okay these
I still am
constellations
not
look
sure.
similar to like the images that I sent. And everyone was quite pleased with what they got, except for
Oh god.
make a guess who hated his design.
Who is the drama queen?
Who is the drama queen? Who cries?
Who cries?
It's not me. Surprise.
It's you.
Is it
Okay.
me? Yeah. Well, if you guys want to take a look at the tattoo, I'm gonna post it in the video here. So obviously, everyone's tattoo is everyone's constellation is very elaborate, except mine. If you can see, it's just a single line, and we all paid the same amount. It was $100, $100, right? And I just felt like this didn't warrant $100. Yeah.
You were born with that.
Sure.
Star
So
sign.
my whole life, I just have to deal with me just paying more for less.
What?
That's what I'm.
Okay,
Yeah.
but then the thing is, right? He didn't like raise his
Yes.
thoughts and concerns
Yeah.
because we checked in multiple times to like ensure that we are all on board. But I guess some things don't change.
That's why I got a crystal for Christmas.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to.
You
think of
were
next
ranting on the way back from the airport.
one. Yeah. Yes.
And I was like, why did you not
I was very
ask?
very chaotic at that point in time. I
Yeah.
came back and then I almost was gonna burst into tears because I felt like
$100.
all your concerts looked amazing except mine.
But how did you like change your mind?
He did not. He's just bearing the grudge, but sweeping it under the rug.
Also, I am not. I'm a dark skinned man, right? And
We can tell.
sometimes thank you. Sometimes I can't even
Don't
see
even
it.
remember
I
it.
don't even see it.
Good luck, you
know
need
what
to
I'm saying?
laser it
So-
away, lor.
So if one day we decided to break off this friendship, I will
Just
just
colour it.
I would just yes. But it looks great, guys. Yes, it's amazing.
Oh,
you know.
God.
So,
Thank you.
yeah. And also, I think one of the reason, or rather, what spurred this idea of us doing a video podcast is because you people who might be watching texted us, perhaps individually, and said that we are actually a very funny bunch.
Some people think that we are like delusional, but it's fine.
I think it's just like one or two of you, but okay.
No, I
Yeah,
think
I don't
quite a lot of us. If I actually did a show reel of us doing a reality scene, of us quarreling. In fact, we fought in Starbucks in Bali. We're quarreling there, all because of some electricity stuff.
What
And
was it? I can't
Is it
remember.
portable charger?
or a portable charger, yes.
And money
ordering
management.
and ordering drinks.
Ordering
No one wants to
drinks.
move to the counter to order. I didn't understand.
But money is. I felt like I had the most amount of cash also because I didn't realize that I brought
that's-
over additional cash in to Bali and I realized that most of the cash were all depleting and I'm wondering why is it that y'all have
You were
less
angry
cash than
with
me, and then I
us.
realized I had additional cash.
Mystery song.
Yes, that's right. But it was for gag. It was funny, and you guys enjoyed it. So we hope to bring that to you guys more. If you like seeing us fight, yes.
No, we're not
go
gonna
through
do that.
some banters and stuff like that. We
Banters,
will
okay.
bring that entertainment value to you. So you gotta like and subscribe this channel.
And our
we-
sponsor for today is we don't have.
we don't know.
any
Wow,
hints.
you are quite smart, babe.
Yes,
Right.
so we're waiting.
Yes, so if you want to sponsor, so this is being filmed.
Rebo.
No,
Blur that out.
we bought that. Yeah, so nothing was sponsored. Everything is very low cost. But what I aim to do is to just bring about a lot more of these contents and topics that we want to talk about, so that we are relatable and we want to be able to share
Our story.
our stories, yes, and what gay friendship is really about. and how we go on with the things that we do as best friends. This is our first episode. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, share, and we are gonna bring about more stuff. And if you wanna hear some topics for us to talk about, please comment and be very nice in the comment section.
No, you can talk shit about us. That's okay. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Very that too.
I do.
He will go to his room and cry. Yes.
Grow up.
Yeah, and if you see us in the clubs or in the street,
Do
come
not talk to us. I'm kidding.
say hi.
Stay.
All right, and on that note, thank you very much for watching, listening, and subscribing.
And
Bye.
no one say Happy New Year.
and
bro, these people have no manners.
Happy
New
2023.
Clearly we're not friends.
So bad. So bad. Just cut.